Yo, 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 man. Welcome back to
That's
another
good.
episode of that Stay Off My Grass podcast. You got your boy, Suns fan Randy, in the building. And you got Jerry Jared, man. What's going on with you, man?
What's good? What's good?
Yeah, man. So, first thing first, we want to just, shout out to the Celtics, I guess, for going to the NBA Finals. That was a good game. You know what I'm saying? Like the Heat, if you're a Heat fan, you can definitely walk with your head up. The way that they closed that out and tried to knock it down. And, just a couple misses, a couple shots that fall the right way. And I feel like even though Jimmy finished with 35 and Bam had 25, I just feel like they needed that one more person to kind of go with him. Like Victor Oladipo just wasn't it tonight, and then Kyle Lowry just, even though I feel like a lot of people come for Kyle Lowry, but at the end of the day, I feel like Kyle Lowry contributed a lot towards the season and a lot towards winning and doing a lot of other little stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's not on the stat sheet, but you can't go 0 for 6 in the first half, and then you know what I mean? Like, yeah, that was just some of this is just unacceptable. You know what I'm saying? And then Tyler Hero was playing hurt. He didn't do nothing. And then Duncan Robinson, that's just almost a waste of 90 million right there because he ain't been playing in the playoffs at all. So it's just like so crazy. But what you see from out there, Jay?
Man, I hate to say it. I hate to see it. Matter of fact, I can't stand to see the Boston Celtics do good ever. So I don't want to see them win championship. I hate to see them win today. I watched the whole game because I held hope for the Heat. I wanted to see the Celtics lose, but I was wrong with that. But overall, I think the Heat, they do need another option on offense, or maybe just even a big that can play bigger. Like, don't get me wrong, Bam is a great small ball center, but to compete with other teams in the league, they're gonna need a lot more bigger pieces coming off their bench. And the Heat only roll about seven players deep. I'm not even gonna stretch it to 8, like 7 players deep, and one of those guys is not a big. So Bam was generally playing the whole game. But I mean, great performance by Jimmy Butler. I don't understand why you take a 3-point shot when you got Al Horford backpedaling, but it is what it is. And he decided to do that. But I mean, all game long, he was like, even in the fourth quarter, he was getting his money going to the cup. So why would you pull up for 3 with seconds left? So man, he gonna think about that all summer long. So that's on him. He gonna have to live with that one. But
I
other than
mean,
that,
yeah,
I
he
don't want to see.
carried, and
I hate to see the Celtics in the finals.
I feel like another thing about it though that people is kind of overlooking and they
Mm-hmm.
just blaming players. That's why I'm not really on the blame game on the Heat necessarily because it's like at the end of the day, everybody on the Heat is playing hurt. Like Jimmy Butler's playing hurt, Kyle Lowry's playing hurt. You know what I'm saying? PJ Tucker's playing hurt. Bam, like everybody on the Heat is playing hurt. So it's just like, and then they still going out there making it do what it do. So it's just like at the end of the day, if I was a Heat fan, I would definitely have my chin up, just be like, you know what, I'm proud of what we did, and we at least forced it into a game 7, and then it was at least competitive. You know what I mean? Unlike us over here, but to the Celtics, man, I'm a little sick seeing the Celtics get there just because it's like now there's Devin Booker, Jason Tatum. It's just like, and right now I can't say nothing to it because it's just like now he done been to the finals because that was just my ultimate
Yeah,
like shut him down button. Just like, well, how many finals has he been to? And now, you know what I'm saying, Jason Tatum about to go to the finals. And I don't know. I don't know if I'd rather him win it or Steph Curry. We'll talk about that a little bit later on. But, it's going to be Celtics play some good defense, man.
for me, it's gonna be a hard one to watch. I love basketball, but it's gonna be a hard one to watch just because of those two teams. Like immediately following the game, one of my Warrior friends texted me, said, "Don't worry, we'll get them for you. We'll get the Celtics for you." But I don't want to see Steph win 4 because then they're gonna, the debate we
Yeah.
already talked about what that's gonna do. So, oh,
Yeah, it's just we in a rock in a tough
man.
place because
I blame the Phoenix Suns for putting us in this predicament. Y'all could not handle y'all business at home in Game 7. So this final sequence, this simulation is all y'all fault.
yeah, 100%, man. It could have been crazy. A Jason Tatum Devin Booker final that would have been crazy. But anyways, man. In other news, y'all got a new head coach over there, man.
Yes,
Darvin
yo.
Ham, Mr. Ham Man. So it's just like, so I just want to get your thoughts on what's going on in the Laker Nation, and you know what I'm saying. How's the pulse over there? How y'all feeling about Darvin Ham?
Well, I know a lot of people I follow, like they like the sense of Darvin Ham, player coach. He's been the Bucks top assistant for a couple seasons now, so they like it. My thoughts, whew, when we were talking last time we talked about the Lakers, we was like, yo, like the Lakers are looking for a coach that when they were interviewing coaches, they were trying to see like what are you going to do with Westbrook. So I'm curious to see what they're going to do with Westbrook. Because at this point, I don't see us really getting. We're not going to get rid of Westbrook. We're going to eat that $47 million contract. So now it's up to Coach Ham to see what he can bring out of Westbrook. And he got a 4-year contract deal. By year 2, we're gonna really see if he get that extension coming in. But I'm just more of a wait and see. You got to show me. We can't talk on paper. It ain't nothing. You got to put in results.
Yeah,
Like
I mean,
last season, I took my big evaluation of the Lakers after 20 games, and it didn't really much change from that 20 games to the end of the season. But Mr. Ham in this season, he gonna get 10 games. Those first 10 gonna tell us how the season gonna look.
Don't do that. Don't do that because I feel like that's an unfair assessment. Because like at the end of the day, y'all have 4 players on y'all roster right now. Y'all have THT, LeBron, Anthony Davis, and Russell Westbrook. You know what I'm saying?
I'm saying with 10 games to
with
see
the tools
with this team.
That's not fair, man. That's not fair.
Hear me out. Those 10 games are going to give us the trajectory of the season, whether it's going to be an upward trend this season or a downward trend this season. In those 10 games, we're going to see what we got coming to the table.
That's not his fault, though. Like, how the season go
I'm saying as a team, we're going to see in those 10 games if he was able to smorgasbord all these players and make it work, or he just got fed scraps and he got to deal with that.
That's exactly what it is.
And we're going to see. We're going to see.
Well, at the end of the day, like I said, I hope it don't turn on him and then everybody just start to blame him and then we go on that thing again because it's just like I feel like y'all just reluctant to hold the mirror up and just be like, no, look at it. You know what I'm saying?
No. We understand that. We like I told you, I was disappointed in the Lakers last season from top to bottom.
Yeah, and it's like the problems really start up there with Genie in them. So it's just like, and they go all the way down to the floor. So it's just like to sit up here and just be like, well, Frank Vogel and Darvin Ham and they take all this blame, woo, blah, blah, blah. It's just like, come on, man. Like, y'all don't want to look in the mirror. Y'all don't really want to tell the truth.
Oh, yeah, we've told the truth. We all knew the Westbrook experiment did not work last season. We were very adamant about that. We knew we weren't getting player performance. We weren't getting our best coaching sets, lineups, and what have you that comes with that. We weren't getting the best buy-in from the top. We weren't getting front office. We weren't getting GM and affairs in order. It was just bad all around from top to bottom. But yeah, like I said, as a matter of fact, 10 might be a little too stiff. Let's do 20. In those 20 games, which is about a quarter of the season, we're going to see whether Ham got it, the Lakers got it, if they got it or they don't. That's going to give us the tell-all.
All right, I feel like
games, it'll be Christmas.
Yeah, I guess, man. I still don't agree with that, but I guess we can agree to disagree on that one. But in other news, man, just to talk about my Suns real quick, man, I've been seeing a lot. It's been a lot of trade rumors going around. They've been saying Malcolm Brogdon. They done said KD. They done said Bradley Beal. They done threw LeBron out there a couple of times. And I'm not really one, like, especially I'm not going to jump out the window and say, oh, we about to get X, Y, and Z. So I'm not. My thing is, like, I see it when it happens. You know what I mean? But it's definitely we definitely gotta shake the table. We definitely gotta ruffle some feathers, and we definitely gotta make some hard decisions. Look some people in their faces and say, "It's time to let you go. It's time to let you go." But my first thing first, and you can chime in on this too, with DeAndre Ayton, man. I've been seeing a lot about DeAndre Ayton and the trade talks, and obviously, I think at this point, like, to me, the part about this whole DeAndre Ayton thing that's disturbing is that this organization for the last 2 years has been pretty tight-lipped about everything. Injuries, drama, anything going on. Like, it's kind of been like the 2018 Spurs. You know what I mean? And it was like, it's kind of like we was quiet. And so when Kawhi said he wanted to leave and we was getting all these rumblings, it was like, damn, it must be true just because, like, you never hear nothing from the Spurs. Like, you never hear nothing of this kind of caliber from the Spurs. And now it's just everywhere you turn, DeAndre Ayton. Max contract and blah blah blah. So it's like a lot of like the relationship is fractured between Monty and DA, and all this stuff is coming out. So it's just like that's why I give it so much weight. I don't know if it's the truth, but I do give it a lot of weight. But if I'm DeAndre Ayton, I wouldn't want to come back, even though I kind of want him back. I'm kind of a little bit. I'm right here with it because like, damn if you do, damn if you don't. But if I'm DeAndre Ayton, I definitely wouldn't want to come back just off of the strength of if we gonna give him like if we're gonna scapegoat DeAndre Ayton, I understand his mentality. His mentality is if y'all gonna scapegoat me, at least max me out. Like if y'all gonna ride me, if everything's gonna be my fault, I need to at least get the max money. You know what I'm saying? Like if y'all, because at the end of the day, because that was the part about this whole thing that don't make sense. And Suns fans, we like this is where my beef with Charles is just like okay, like during like when everything happened, the game 7 we lost, woo woo, blah blah blah. When we lost and we was losing series or whatever, everything was DeAndre Ayton's fault. Everybody was like, "Oh, DeAndre Ayton's not doing this. He's not scoring. We need him. He is the number one pick." Woo woo, blah blah blah. And now the fact is like, all right, like we might not have him. Now everybody want to look into the. Everybody want to get surgical and be like, you know what? Actually, Monty didn't put him in position to be the best he could be, and boo boo. But now everybody want to look at Monty, and I've been saying that shit months ago. Like I was saying that, like, yo, Monty is fucking him up. I was like, after All-Star break, we should have been trying to get him that bag. And then the fact that Monty was still putting him in these fucked up positions and Chris Paul wasn't feeding him the rock, whatever, it's like it's no reason why his numbers should have dipped. You know what I'm saying? Like he should have had some of the best numbers of anybody on the team, really, like or career highs at least after All-Star break, just so you know what I'm saying. Like when that contract negotiation do come around, you know what I'm saying, he can go get that bag. But that's but my thing is just like you can't sit up here and blame DA for everything, and now the nigga want to leave, and now all of a sudden it's Monty's fault. Now everybody want to see like, oh damn, like what's going on, and everybody want to look at every. So it's just like we gotta pick a side. Like, do you want him or not? You know what I'm saying? Like, and my thing is like I said, if we gonna scapegoat him, like he at least got to get max money. And as Suns fans, we gotta look in the mirror and look at it like none of these niggas are bigger than the program. Like Devin Booker is not bigger than the program. Chris Paul is not bigger than the program. Monty Williams is not bigger. James Jones, none of these niggas are bigger than the program. Like the fact that we blame DeAndre Ayton and Devin Booker had 7 fucking points in the third quarter is ridiculous. Is 0 for 7 with 7 points. Chris Paul had 5 turnovers. He probably averaged like 4 or 5 turnovers for the whole entire series. But we're gonna sit up here and point the finger at DA, and I see why he would get mad because it's like if you niggas is gonna ride me and Chris Paul's gonna have 7 turnovers and D Book is gonna shoot dumb crazy shots and you know what I'm saying and be locked down, it's just like and you got the audacity to come to my face telling me I need 15 or I need 20 and 10 and you niggas can't even feed me the ball. Like, come on, man, get out of my face. Like, I see why the relationship is fractured, but on the outside looking in, Jay, what do you see? Am I tripping?
I never really saw it as DeAndre Ayton's fault. I mean, you got your 2 front runners on the team, your 2 guards, the backcourt. Those guys were the guys, you know, we're really expecting to step up and make the run, make you guys relevant. But I mean, it starts with them. Like with the Lakers, it starts with LeBron and AD, and that shit, it trickles down to everyone else. So if DeAndre Ayton isn't having his best game, it does come back to the Chris Pauls and the Devin Bookers because he's a center. He doesn't even start the possession with the ball. The ball has to come to him unless he's grabbing rebounds. So I don't really see how you can necessarily blame him. I don't even think you lost the series because of a big man. Dwight Powell wasn't even that guy. You lost that series on the perimeter. That's where you didn't lose it in the paint.
But don't nobody want to say that, man. And then you sit up here and you give DeAndre Ayton all this blame. Mikal Bridges didn't lock a damn thing up. You know what I'm saying? Especially against Luka. This nigga couldn't even hold a candle to Luka. And it's just like, and we over here chanting for him Defensive Player of the Year, and Luka out there doing whatever he wants to, getting all kind of switches and eating. This is like, what are we talking? Like, what are we saying? Like, why are we giving DeAndre all this blame? Like, and then on offense, realistically, he's the 4th option. It go D-Book, it go Chris Paul, it go Mikal Bridges, and then maybe him. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, but we giving him all like 80% of the blame? Like, come on, man, get out of here with that. And so that's why I said, like, if I was DeAndre Ayton, I wouldn't want to come back just to offer the strength of that. And just like I said, I feel like as Suns fans, I'm gonna say this now, and I hope I'm wrong. I feel like the Suns, for us, how I'm feeling right now, because next season nothing's gonna matter. Like no best record in the league, none of that's gonna matter. I feel like as the Suns right now, unless we can get a chip, unless Monty can get us a chip or whatever the case may be, fix the situation. I feel like we might be in like a 2014 Warriors type situation where it's just like we got to fire Monty Williams and get another coach that's actually going to, you know what I'm saying, unlock our potential for us to be the best we can be. I feel like we got to fire that Mark Jackson to bring in that Steve Kerr, and Steve Kerr going
That is tough.
And that's how I'm really genuinely feeling. You know what I'm saying? So
There's not another Steve Kerr out there though.
I don't think it's another Steve Kerr out there, but I'm just saying in the sense of just like I feel like with the pieces that we got and all this young talent and all this other stuff, like I feel like Monty in this system is holding us back. You know what I'm saying? And whether people want to admit it or not, it's just like Ty Lue is not gonna play Chris Paul 35, 40 minutes and he got 7 turnovers. And we all know that he's dealing with an injury. Ty Lue gonna look him dead in his eyes and say, sit your ass down. Like for real. You know what I'm saying? Just like Eric Spoelstra sat down Duncan Robinson, who get $90 million over there, and said, you know, sit your ass down. I'm throwing in Max Strus. You know what I'm saying? I'm throwing in Gabe Vincent. You know what I'm saying? It's you know what I'm saying? But Monty is on this like, well, I got faith in people. Like it's just like these niggas is not bigger than the program. Like we gotta win. Like just because you like this with Chris Paul and like I said, and another thing about it too is like I can almost guarantee Monty Williams is not talking to Chris Paul and Devin Booker the same way he talked to DeAndre Ayton. I guarantee you, like, and these niggas played horrible. But it's just like, and I would be so upset if I was on that team. If I'm DeAndre Ayton and D Book got 7 points, Chris Paul got 8 turnovers, and Monty Williams got the audacity to say something to me, like, hey, you over here charged up at me? Like, come on, man, get out of my face. And I guarantee you would never talk to D Book. He would never say nothing slick to D Book or Chris Paul in his life. So that was just my little rant on it, man. But like I said, man, we're gonna wrap it up, man. But we're gonna cover the finals, man. We're gonna do a after post game after the finals, man. It's gonna be tough, man. But till next time, man. Peace.